Friends, welcome back to my channel. In this session we will see variable resistor. What is resistor? When we see in electronic circuits, in electrical circuits, we see components like this. We see components like this, small, large, and we also see the small components here. These are called resistors. Resistor is a component which is used to oppose the flow of electrical current. To take a useful function from any circuit, the resistor is used. It will oppose the flow of electronic current. These are fixed value components. For example, this one is 2.2 ohms, it is 22 ohms, 220 ohms, whatsoever. But when we need in some circuits some adjustable resistance, because if I will use this one, this resistor, it will give a fixed value, and maybe our amplifier, maybe our next circuit will give a response as per value of this resistor. As we see, we have in our car tapes, in our music instruments, we have volume knob. We can adjust the audio level, the speaker volume level as per our requirement. So that is based on this variable resistor. When we see this resistor, its symbol is like this. Or in some circuits, it will like this. Maybe here is 1 kilo ohm, 560 ohm. The amount of the resistance will be mentioned here, so we will know that this resistor is providing how much opposition in the circuit. We will determine from this value. But when we need a variable amount of the resistance from minimum ohms to certain amount of the resistive value, we use these variable resistors like this. It is a variable resistor. We provide some voltage across these two terminals, and we take a adjustable amount from the center terminal, that is called slider. There are many types: single turn potentiometer, multi-turn potentiometer, dual potentiometer, trimpots, trimmer potentiometers, presets, and rheostat. We will see how it works. Simply, this is a variable resistance. Either it is potentiometer, either it is rheostat. We will discuss what is potentiometer and what is rheostat. When we see this potentiometer here, it have three terminals, 1, 2, 3. These two terminal 1, terminal 2, and terminal 3. The third terminal, that is output terminal, that is called slider arm. If we test it with multimeter, what will happen? Between these 2 points, it will give a fixed resistance. Set multimeter to ohms, and we take a fixed value resistance here. It is 4.8 kilo ohm, and if I will move the slider, it will not adjust anything because we are taking a fixed value resistance. But when I will check between these 2 points, this point and this point, in one side the resistance will decrease. The other side, between this point and this point, the resistance will increase, while this side the distance is being reduced. So this side resistance will decrease. One side increase, the second side decrease. Here is 2.7. When slider will reach here, at that time it will measure all the resistance. This time because this slider is moved here. This resistance is now low between these 2 points, and if I will now rotate it on opposite side, this side resistance will increase. Same way this side will decrease. This is now low resistance. One side will increase, the second side will decrease. This side will increase, this will decrease. So it will work in this way. And how it works practically? It is a resistive block, resistive element, and we have 2 points, this point and this point. Similarly, as we are adjusting this knob, here we have adjustment screw. Using screwdriver, when I will move it, we can see the center slider is sliding on the resistive block, resistive material. And this block is connected to the output terminal. When it is close to this point, in resistance mode, we can see, first I will move it to the end. This time there is no distance, the slider is on this contact, so there is no resistance between these 2 terminals. This time we have 0 resistance. If I will check between the slider arm and this point, this resistor block is in the path. 510 ohm resistance is here. And now if I will rotate this potentiometer, if I will rotate this knob, now we can see it is moving in this way, so that this resistance is being added in the circuit. This time this slider is reached here, and this is now in circuit. And now in between this point and this point we have low resistance. When this slider was here, between these 2 points was 0 resistance. Now between this point and this point, 0 resistance. So this is the working principle of potentiometer. If we check this one, similarly we have a gear here. And that gear is touching to this adjustment screw. When it will move, this slider will slide on this resistor block, and this resistor block is touching here and here. We can say from this point to this point we have resistance, and the center slider is touching to this slider, and we are taking output between this point to this, or this point, this point. We can see when I will rotate it, it will move with this screw. Practical use of these potentiometers. Potentiometer is a voltage divider. We apply voltage between terminal 1 and terminal 2, and we take output from center terminal, the slider terminal. We can say this one is grounded, negative terminal, this is positive terminal. So we will take voltage between this point. So it is a voltage divider. We apply some voltage, we can say I apply 10 volt, and it is 10 kilo ohm potentiometer, We will consider this circuit as voltage divider R1, R2. Similar circuit, this is slider point. V in, V out. In voltage divider we have formula V out, this formula. V in multiply by R2 divided by R1 R plus R2. So this is RT and voltage drop across this resistor. So it is used to tape voltage, and this voltage will provide it to any circuit to adjust its response, adjust its gain. So these are different types: multi-turn potentiometers, single turn potentiometers. Preset, it have one turn, but the working is same. Similarly, this rheostat is also a potentiometer, but the difference between rheostat and potentiometer, that potentiometer is low power. Potentiometer is used to provide low power output, and the rheostat, these are current controlling resistors. These are voltage controller resistors, and this is current controlling resistor. It is used in parallel, but a rheostat it is used in series with the load. It will control the current. In potentiometer, we connect three terminals: positive, negative. We apply some voltage, either it is AC, DC, and we take output from this terminal, slider arm, the center point. But here we use two terminals. Either we apply RL, we apply some voltage here, and this is output. Or sometimes we apply output here and we take output from the slider arm. The third terminal is most of the time left blank, or it is make short circuit with the slider arm. So it is in series, the current will pass through this. So it is high current component. Most of the time it is used with metallic plates, with fluids, with metallic ribbons, carbon pile resistors, and carbon discs, and some heating elements, heater resistor elements. But these variables, these are most of the time graphite and resistor elements and carbons. I hope so you enjoyed this video. If it is good, hit the like button. If you have any question, please write in the comments. Thanks for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.